this story until late last night, and my first reaction was wait, this has happened 2 days after Roseanne. Are the entertainment gods just putting a test out there to see how tone deaf the left can be, how tone deaf popular media can be? Again, I will restate the fact that this was a taped segment. They taped it, they looked at it, they put it on the air. Then after putting it on the air, they were so proud of it, they put it front and center on their website so you could see the video. And I don't understand why executives at TBS would make that mistake. I don't understand why everybody on the left, on the right, everybody's not more concerned about this. Yes, we were all offended. Most of us were offended. Certainly my friends were offended that at the same time that infants were being ripped from the arms of their mothers, that Ivanka Trump was clueless enough to have a picture of her holding her baby. And the first thing that would have to come to your mind is Donald Trump promoting a policy that rips babies out of the hands of their mothers. We all get that. But to get from that to what she said on TV, and then TBS airing it, and then TBS putting it on their website, and TBS not getting how deeply offensive that would be, is just beyond me. Your thoughts, John?
Yes, look, I agree with all that, and mostly it goes to, I think it speaks to stupidity. You could have a reasonable debate about, in the scale of punishment, whether I don't think that what Samantha Bee said is on the same scale as what Roseanne said, because I think vulgarity does not equal racism, and vulgarity is bad and should be condemned, and there's no reason for Samantha Bee to say the things she said, but it doesn't reflect quite the same kind of corrupt values as what Roseanne said, because I do believe there's a distinction between grotesque vulgarity and racist vulgarity.
Well,
nevertheless,
if I can just interrupt there for a second, though, I understand you have racism and you have vulgarity. Right. Here, I think you move it from the vulgarity area to the sort of the misogyny area and almost the dehumanizing of members of Donald Trump's family.
I agree, and I just want to say two things that are very close together. One is, I think there's a difference between the two of them in terms of the scale of what the punishment should be and what the scale of moral outrage should be. Nevertheless, that doesn't make anything about what Samantha Bee did right. And most importantly, as I think Elise started by saying, not funny, lazy, just lazy piece of writing. And it's so close to the Roseanne comment, so close to that comment, it was inevitable that this was going to be, to look even stupider than it would under normal circumstances. And so I come back to where you are, Joe, which is pointing to all the people involved in this and just saying, how could you, in this week of all weeks, on this day of all days, not understand that this was going to fall flat? It was going to fall flat any week, but this week in particular, 2 days after Roseanne, this is just dumb. It's just dumb and unnecessary and going to land you in a bad place.
But, you know, it might be time, Joe, for all of us to widen the lens as we look at this issue and these tedious people, these constantly tedious people. And by widening the lens, I mean that this has been a long, slow slide in our culture toward the coarseness that we have today. It didn't